Well, I think one of the main things was
took a lot of time to make this decision. What has transpired in the last couple of months?
Well, I think one of the main things was looking at the collective bargaining negotiations, seeing where that was going to go, and seeing if the Bulls had any realistic shot of re-signing Scottie Pippen. And I think what Michael realized was that even though the Bulls could offer Scottie Pippen more money than anybody else, it wasn't going to be the type of money that Scottie Pippen probably deserves at this point in his career. So I think he made the decision then, okay, I probably should walk away. A number of people tried to talk him out of it. Nike chairman Phil Knight, I'm told, flew to Chicago on Saturday and spent a day with Jordan on Sunday trying to talk him out of this decision. But in the end, Michael decided that it was just too much. He had to go. He started informing people Sunday night. Monday, he called a lot of his teammates, a couple of former teammates he got on the telephone, told them that he was planning to go to California to play golf from January 18th to the 25th, and left it at that. When they got off the phone, they realized what he had just told them.
I think we were in a state of denial just like this city is. You just can't believe that somebody would go out on top. We're not used to athletes doing that.
No.
And here's a guy who hit the last shot, won a title, was the MVP, and he says, that's it.
That this season is officially now a wash for the NBA. I think there was some hope that if Jordan were to come back, the league could kind of pretend that this was a normal season, the Bulls would win a championship, and everything would be okay. But now, obviously, this league is in transition. I think that the golden age of the NBA, starting in 1978 and 79 with the drafting of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, going all the way through the 80s and all the way to today, is over. You know, that great 19-year run that this league had of unparalleled success, of worldwide recognition, of worldwide acceptance, incredible financial windfalls for everybody, is over.
He's been everywhere and done everything. I think that's kind of the downside to living that life. 35 years old and you've done everything. You've had everything. Anything money can buy, anywhere you can go. What do you do?
Or, put another way, in an old question, but a new context, what does life now have for the icon who has everything?
I think the real challenge for him will be to take his business sense and turn his business ventures into the best of whatever they can be.
Clearly, this is not a guy who was made to sit in a boardroom all day, making decisions and going over contracts and making long-range plans. The beauty of Jordan as a businessman is he's got the greatest product in the world, Michael Jordan.
I think he's now beginning to say, I want to compete with Bill Gates. You know, I want to compete with General Electric. I want to compete with Ford and GM.
He'd be good at whatever he wanted to do. I mean, if the parts were tailored to him, there's no reason why he couldn't be a major player in movies. I'm looking at Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I always thought Jordan would be a great James Bond. I mean, Michael Jordan is James Bond.
If he would ever decide to focus on golf to a level where he was working at it, there's no telling how good he could become.
You know, maybe the music industry, because he loves music, loves jazz. You know, maybe, have a record label or something of that sort.
We walked into the Senate floor, and here was Michael standing at the majority leader's desk. And I thought to myself then, well, maybe will he be a senator someday?
I said to him, do you think you ever could run for president? Figuring he would just laugh and say, of course not. And he said, yeah, he could imagine doing it.
Michael, for the most part, has led a life of high-profile celebrity and kind of quiet dignity. I think his obligation is to, in fact, use his celebrity to help people.
And a couple of his bodyguards, one of them who had been stricken, very sick, has recovered and is back now and is working with Michael again. Fred Whitfield from Nike, Howard White from Nike, a number of the people who've been friends with Michael over the years. Aaron Patton, also from Nike, is here today.
I am here to announce my retirement from the game of basketball. It won't be another announcement to baseball or anything to that nature. I think everyone has their own reasoning. There's been a lot of speculations in terms of why. I'm pretty sure I get to that point once you guys get the opportunity to ask questions. But I want to say thank you to both of the gentlemen here, Mr. Stern and Mr. Reinsdorf, for presenting me with the opportunity to play the game of basketball, and certainly giving me an opportunity to come to Chicago and meet my beautiful wife and build a family here. And I will support Chicago Bulls. I think the game itself is a lot bigger than Michael Jordan. I've been given an opportunity by people before me, to name a few: Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. J, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West. These guys have, played the game way before Michael Jordan was born.
Well, this is a day that I think I hoped would never come. Has to be the toughest day in the history of the Chicago Bulls. It's a tough day for Chicago. It's a tough day for the NBA. It's a tough day for basketball fans all over the world. Today, Michael, we are returning your number 23 to its rightful place of honor, where it will forever serve as a reminder of your dominance on this court and your dominance of this game. And someday, Michael, the White Sox might retire 45. This number could very well be retired in every arena in the league. Certainly, we in Chicago think that anybody who wears number 23 with a basketball uniform would look like a pretender. I would like to present to you the 1998 World's Championship ring, which certainly means a lot to all of us. Where is it? So, Michael, thank you very much for what you have meant to all of the world. There'll never be another one like you.
Thank you for what you've meant to our game. Thank you for being who you were, not only for your leadership and greatness on the court, but for who you were and will continue to be off the court. Your contributions to the NBA are immeasurable, despite the fact that every newspaper in the country has an insert to detail those today, and every network has a series of programs to do it. I disagree with Jerry. This is not a sad day. This is a great day, because the greatest basketball player in the history of the game is getting the opportunity to retire with the grace that described his play. So to you and to Juanita, and to the challenge that you define of parenthood, I wish you nothing but continued success and hope that you continue to have the good health that goes with it. Thank you very much.
I know, from a career standpoint, I've accomplished everything I could as an individual. And right now I don't have the mental challenges that I've had in the past to proceed as a basketball player. In terms of my disagreements with the management about some of the decision making, that's always been my opinions. It hadn't been ultimatums or twisting their arms. The good thing about an organization, the good thing about any team, you may have disagreements, but that doesn't mean the focus is not there in terms of trying to achieve what you are trying to achieve. The second three-peat, by far, is the one that you have to cherish the most, because it's the hardest. I felt it was the hardest to achieve. Especially when the team was dismantled to some degree and then brought back with different talent, players from programs that never really experienced with the expectations that we had experienced with here in Chicago, and and I felt it was harder. And we overcame that, and we won 3 in a row. So I would say that's better than the first 3. Now, which team is better? I would think the first team is the better of the second team that won 3 in a row. But it was definitely harder to win the second 3 in a row than the first 3.
Michael, is this a true story that you came back? One reason that you came back was because your son Jeffrey told you that Shaquille O'Neal was the greatest basketball player. And if it is true, if you have another child, might you come back again?
No, that's not true. But my middle kid loved Dennis Rodman. He wants red hair. So I don't think that's going to drive me back. But that is not a true statement. And I'm not against my kids analyzing other people. The mental part is hard because you have to really learn, taking everything that you've learned over a period of time and apply that to your game and tie that into the physical aspect to your game and make the complete basketball player that you try to become. So physically it's a little bit easier, but the mental part is the hardest part, and I think that's the part that separates the good players from the great players.
Michael, is there any chance whatsoever that you'll change your mind somewhere down the road and return?
No. I never say never, but 95, 99.9%, I'm very secure with my decision. It's never going to be another Michael Jordan. It's never going to be another Dr. J. I knew that. It was never going to be another Elgin Baylor. I knew that. So the kids tomorrow, it's never going to be another Michael Jordan. You know, it can be a Grant Hill, it can be Anthony Hardaway, it can be Kobe Bryant, but Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. And you may pick bits and pieces of his game or his personality, and somehow correlate it to yours. But either way, you have to evolve to be the person that you are. Sure, that you're going to use comparisons as a standard of measurement. Yes, and that happens. But it's different circumstances that you have to deal with. You know, in each era. You know, I didn't have the same things facing me as Dr. J had in his era. And I'm pretty sure Kobe and some of the guys who are coming behind me is not going to have the same. You know, so they have to evolve to be the players that they are, or they're going to be, with maybe my influences and other influences. But you're right, it's not going to be another Michael Jordan, and I wouldn't advise the other guys to try to be that or do that. I talked to Patrick, I talked to Charles, I talked to Carl, I talked to all of them. And I'm pretty sure they feel the same. They all wanted me to come back just so that, you know, if they win a championship, they can say they had gone through Chicago or Michael Jordan to win it, to give it to the meaning that it, of taking the title away from Chicago. And that's a good thing about it, that they will never have the chance to say that. You know, that's what I was so glad that Magic played and Bird played when I won my titles, because now, you know, I had to go through, to some degree, Boston and LA. Patrick, I don't know. He won't be able to live with himself if he can't beat Michael Jordan in a series. And Charles Barkley, I told, would never win because he doesn't dedicate himself to winning. But, you know, all of them joked with me and hated to see the possibility of me retiring just because, you know, they didn't have an opportunity to beat me in the finals or get past me. And that is a cute thing